Hello and welcome to wenll's Guide to DPSing Scarlet Halls Challenge Mode Gold as a Hunter. So starting off, you want to pick up a bucket. One of you needs to throw a bucket and have it hit the man who's surrounded by dogs. Make sure whenever you do that, you also shoot that guy. Don't AoE, just shoot whoever you hit with the bucket. So you can see I throw the bucket at the vigilante and then shoot him. From there you want to grab whatever that thing is, target, and then just run, disengage, and run all the way towards the end. Once you're there, just MD all the ads, targeting the commander since he's got the most health, and MD them all to the tank. The buckets are probably the hardest part of this whole raid to get through, or instance to get through, so I would recommend practicing the buckets on Scarlet Halls normal mode. Just come in here at level 30 and just practice throwing the buckets and everything before you do this so you can get good at it. From there you want to pick up a bucket, another bucket, kind of come over here and throw it at the vigilante watchman over here. Make sure you hit him at least once. Make sure you're also not AoE and you just hit the one guy. They'll want to attack and kill the other guy down the other hall as well. By this point you should have killed 13 enemies total, just FYI. From here you're just DPSing the Houndmaster. Make sure you kill MD and AoE all the mobs or all the dogs whenever they spawn. Feign death if you need to. But pretty much you're just getting the Houndmaster down as quickly as possible. What I like to do for this next part is I've glyphed my camouflage so that I don't have to use an actual pot for camo. I can just stealth past everyone using my camo instead of using a invisibility pot. But basically for this next part you're just going to want to camo past a lot of the ads. Just be careful when you do camo. You want to make sure it's glyphed, and you want to make sure that you, even glyphed, it'll still be kind of iffy, so try not to get near anyone. So you can see I get down here. Oh, actually I just took apparently on this run I actually took a pot, but normally I actually would camo past them all. I'm used to normally just camo passing them all, so I was kind of expecting to camo. Once you get past this, all these ads, basically just attack the last set, bring them up here into the hallway, and just DPS them all down. I'd also recommend you put on track humanoid so that you can track whenever the people in the upper hallway are patting back and forth, and you can tell your raid group, hey, they're patting back, they're patting forth, and once they pat away, like I noticed they patted away, so I told them you can go ahead and pull them all into the boss's room and finish them off. Make sure you're interrupting the various mobs from that initial trash pull. From there, once we usually only have like one ad left or something, we'll go ahead and cleave it down with the boss. Just MD the boss. We usually attack the boss while he's up there at the top. Pretty much what you want to do as a hunter is you want to try and stay at range, and then once he does his initial whirly around the room like he's about to do now, you just want to make sure you run around, make sure try and be on the opposite side of the room as him. And once he finishes doing that, you'll need to start trank shotting him. So you can see he's doing a whirly around the room. So you just want to avoid being in that whirly. And from here, you're actually going to want to start trank shotting him. He'll start getting a buff on himself. And we just bring him right back up where he was. So you can see he's got that buff. It's at 4 or 6 stacks. Now it's at 4, about to be at 6. Usually I like to trank it around the 4 or 6 stack mark. And pretty much from there, it's just rinse and repeat. Just try and stay away from his little whirly when he jumps down, and try and be on the opposite side of the room as him. He'll only do like 1 circle around the room, so once he's done 1 circle, you can judge based on where he's whirling around the room, where he's going to be. So you don't have to worry about him circling around the room 2-3 times. From here, once you've killed him and any remaining adds and everything, just run up here. Make sure you're tracking using your track humanoid, so you can figure out where the people are before you run out into the hallway. And then, if you can, try and place a trap one of the evokers. I think, yeah, I actually trapped the Scarlet Scourge. But basically what you're going to want to do on this trash pull is you're going to want to keep 1 or 2 of them CC'd and just try to interrupt the various casters as best you can. I think this is actually the hardest pull in here as far as normal trash, so just do your best to interrupt all their various abilities. Get them down, and then once most of them are down, you can start. Oh no. So after this point, you should have 50 enemies dead and 2 of the bosses dead. And normally you should have 5 minutes left. We had to spend some time rezzing that one guy and everything, so basically here you're just going to want to start pulling, like usually we pull 2 packs of mobs at a time and just AoE them down as best you can. Kill the treasures first. So we pull the other 2 packs, kill the treasures. And then we pull all of these guys over here. While you're killing the treasures, try and use like scatter shot if you can to interrupt their ability. their Tosh statue or whatever it is. Once you got most of them dead, go ahead and start pull the next pack, which will be a very large pull, and then just AoE them all down. Once most of the others are dead, you pull the final pack, and generally you want about 2 minutes or so on the boss. So we're up here on the 2-minute timer, so we're going to start running in and just DPSing the boss as we're running in. Kill the rest of the ads while we're running. We're like, ah. So once you get to the boss, just start blow up all your cooldowns. Use everything you have. The boss will occasionally do book burner or whatever. Just make sure you're not in that line of flame or whatever when he's doing it. Do your best to interrupt pyroblast. And then whenever he does the dragon breath, just make sure you're not in the path of the dragon breath. But not too bad of a fight, just 2 minutes to blow him up. You can see it's actually going to be a pretty tough thing against the timer. We're like, ah. And that's pretty much how you get the Scarlet Halls Challenge Mode Gold as a hunter. So hopefully you find this guide helpful. Just pretty much make sure you want to have a glyph of camo to sneak past those one group of mobs. And yeah, so alright, thanks for watching.